Okay, so I always do my same skincare or my skin prep, and now I'm going to be doing something different. I used these products the other day. I posted the selfie here so you guys can screenshot and follow me on Instagram or swipe up. And I used this, but I was, my skin was acting weird, so now I want to use them again. So this one's a hyaluronic acid serum. This one's like a daily brightening serum, and then I got the priming moisturizer, and I'm gonna mix some other stuff. And I'm trying out this new, it's a drugstore brand, this is from Revlon. It's a brightening plus skin tone evening primer. So I'm gonna be using a bunch of new stuff, and then I guess I'll kind of update on my Instagram stories how I feel about them. So first things first, I'm gonna go in with the hyaluronic acid serum. So it says to apply a few drops before other things, and I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of place that on my skin. I love hyaluronic acid. For those of you guys who have dry skin, it's really good to like absorb moisture into your skin. And okay, so I use the hyaluronic acid serum, and what you want to do, make sure when you are applying your skincare product, is to wait for it to fully absorb into your skin. And this is one thing that people say a lot and we kind of ignore, especially me, and that's how you get these I have a lot of them, and that's because I've mistreated skincare products or just products on my skin in general, is all these like little milias that I have happening. And what happens is, and plus I have dry skin too, so if you're not correctly exfoliating your skin, the products are not able to penetrate into your skin. And there's a lot of other reasons too, like it could be that it's high in pH. Like there's a lot that goes into skincare, and sometimes to me it's so overwhelming that on days where I'm not wearing makeup, actually I prefer to not put anything on my face. Like I'll put a little bit of moisturizer very, very lightly, but for the most part I just kind of let my skin be, because if you don't really know what you're applying to your skin, it's actually not helping you, like it feels nice, but what is it really doing to your skin? So like I said, there's a lot of information that goes into skincare and different like ingredients and the type of skin type you have, and you can just like really like go into a rabbit hole, and I haven't done that, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything about skincare. And that's why my skin, I've had these for years though, like way over 6 years, these milias, and they haven't gone away, and that's because I would just mistreat my skin, of course, when I was a lot younger. But anyways, so now I use the hyaluronic acid. Now I'm going to go with like a daily brightening serum, and I'm going to go in with a couple drops of that onto my skin, and I'm going to use a brush to put that on my skin as well. You also don't want to overly put products on, because that's what happens, is where those like little bubbles stay. It's like I said, because they don't penetrate into your skin and they generate these little bubbles on your skin. You can go to a dermatologist and they can remove them, for like pop them for you. Sometimes some estheticians, it just really depends, but I would really probably just go to a dermatologist and see them. Okay, so and then the next thing is I'm going to go in with my eye cream. Now before, I never use like eye serums or eye creams, and I would just pack on like heavy duty moisturizer on my skin. I'm talking like years ago, when I didn't really necessarily know, and it would feel really nice and hydrating, and wherever I didn't, I would just keep packing on moisturizer. And what happens is, because the creams are so thick, I would also like put them on my eyes, and that's how I have a lot of these milias on my eyes, because I would really mistreat it and just kind of rub it in, and on the surface it felt nice, but what happens is it's just too heavy. And so this is the one eye cream that I absolutely love, and I found that it's still thick enough but not overly thick, like it's still thin. It spreads around really nicely, and it gives me the brightness that I need. Like I just absolutely love this eye cream so much, and highly recommend it to anyone with any skin type. And so far I don't feel like I've developed any more milieu. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with a vitamin C. This is my favorite vitamin C serum. It's lasted me for a long time actually. I'm almost done. I'm gonna be applying just a little bit of it. And it's pretty pricey. I found it at Sephora. Let me know if you guys want to know. This is my favorite vitamin C serum though. I haven't tried a couple. So I'm going to kind of let that absorb into my skin, and then I'm going to go into, I have my favorite moisturizers, and I'm just going to try this one. It's silicone free. I hate silicone in my skincare. For those of you guys who have oily, you might prefer silicone just because it covers the pores. I personally hate it because I have drier skin and I don't like the texture it gives me. This is a priming moisturizer, so I'm going to of course let this skincare absorb into my skin, and this says gently massage it onto your skin. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of warm that up and work it on the back of my hand. start with right here, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of massage it. Okay, so while I let this dry, I sprayed my face with Mario Badescu Cucumber facial spray, and I'm just gonna go ahead and comb my brows upwards, and I'm gonna let this really like soak into my skin and dry. I used to love this thing, like I wouldn't even be able to, like I couldn't function without the green one. I like the pink one too, but the green one's my favorite. And then there came a point where my skin started kind of reacting to it, or my skin just went through these weird phases and I got even more of those bumps on my skin, so I couldn't figure out what it was from, and so I just stopped using like everything all at once, because I was testing a bunch of new products. But now I picked this back up again. I hope my skin's not reacting badly to it, because I remember loving this. Like I couldn't live without it, I'm telling you guys. I used to love it so much. But now I'm going to be using, this is brand new, I really hope it doesn't mess up my makeup, but I'm going to test it for you guys. It's a Revlon Prime Plus. It's a brightening and skin tone evening primer. Okay. Also, I'm sorry the angles of this tutorial is really bad. I'm sitting on the floor and my legs are getting numb. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply this with my fingers. This is, again, I use the brightening and skin tone evening because that's just what I feel like I need, and I'm gonna really target that in this areas around right here where I have most of my hyperpigmentation. So this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna go ahead. The texture is pretty thick, so I'm not gonna go a lot with it, but maybe I'll do like one side of my face. It does definitely have a shine to it. I love brightening primers so much. All of my primers are pretty much brightening, like I said, because I have like pretty dry, dull skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and work. Okay, so now my skin is nice and prepped. I'm gonna go ahead and I mixed 3 foundations together. And you guys can DM me on my personal Instagram. You can also ask me what beauty sponge this is. And DM me and ask me what foundation combo this is, because this is 3 different products. 2 of them are drugstore, and then the other one is an online brand you guys know of. And then, or I actually got mine from Namie's. It's the beauty supply store if you guys know and you are in the LA area. I picked mine up from there, but yeah, I still love my foundation to like have nice coverage, but I still want it to look like skin. Like it still looks like melted buttery skin, and I love that so much versus something that just looks really cakey, you know? But the foundations are definitely super. Okay, so obviously I need some concealer, and this one is nice, creamy. I know it looks like a lot, but honestly, I've been talking about this one a lot, and like it's just, you could even sub it as foundation. Like it's just so good, and the light right now is not doing it justice. Like the sun is just hitting really weird, but I just love also the color. I'll tell you guys the shade. This is in the shade Vanilla, and it just works really nice with my skin tone. I am definitely light medium skin tone. Like that's just like the perfect way to describe my skin tone, is light medium in that family. So if you guys are in that shade too, this concealer I really like. I'll apply just a little bit on my chin area for extra coverage, and then kind of just take whatever's left over all over my face. Really, I'm using it just to add that extra layer all over my face. Alrighty, so now I want to add some warmth to my skin so I don't look so one-dimensional. This is my favorite contour stick. I've been using for years, but I'm not necessarily like contouring. I just want to show you guys how easy and buttery it blends. Like look at that, and the color is absolutely beautiful. I've talked about this every time I come on here pretty much, and anytime I use any kind of contoury shade. Like you really only need a little bit, and it spreads like butter. The color is just absolutely beautiful. So if you guys want to know, just let me know, like ask me and I will tell you guys. Also the shade on this is really good. I don't like the highlight side, and it's also weird. Some shades of it, like this one's shimmery highlight, and then some are like matte highlight. I don't get it. Like I don't get what went wrong with the highlight portion of it, but the contour is just absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so I obviously went ahead and powdered over, but I want to show you guys, this is a face and body bronzer that I've been loving so much. I'm going to skip out on the actual like matte bronzer and go with something very sun-kissed, and look at that. Just use a fluffy brush, dab it in a little, and it's like boom, ready to go. This is what it looks like. It's just so beautiful. It really reminds me of like that super early 2000s like Victoria's Secret glow. They used to have one like this that was just the prettiest bronzer. I don't know if you guys ever got a chance to experience those. I know I was like really young when those were out. Of course they discontinued them a long ass time ago, but yeah, it's just like so pretty, and it adds just the perfect amount of bronze and sun-kissedness to your look. I'm gonna go ahead and continue with my eyes on the next slide, and then I think like my blush and my lips I'm gonna do on my TikTok. So okay, so I definitely need eyeliner, but I think I want to do something a little fun and kind of break the, this is like a tealy green, and I kind of want to go with like a more olive green, and I'm going to go ahead, this is a metallic shadow. I've used these on here, they're so good, oh my god, and when they dry, they just, when they dry a little and you blend it, it just gets so sparkly. I love these so much, but what I'm